Hello there and welcome to the next part of this vlog. I'm going to briefly talk about Season 9 and just give you a very brief overview. Now in this season I think the TARDIS seems to be working a bit better. The Doctor has a few more voyages. Of course the gimmick of the season is the Daleks, who return in the 1972 story Day of the Daleks and hadn't been seen for 5 years. Since the 1967 episode story called Evil of the Daleks. So they've left it a long time, and people, Terence Dix used to say, people used to write into the Doctor Who office asking, where are the Daleks, where are the Daleks? And so they cunningly held them back, so they want to leave people wanting more. Now I think these days they have the Daleks too much, and I think, some people might just get sick of the Daleks because they're always coming back. Which was the case in the 6s in Doctor Who, and they overdid it then. I think in the 70s and the 80s they got it just right, because they brought the Daleks back every maybe 2 or 3 years. It left the audience wanting more, it wasn't overdoing it, and when the Daleks came back it was a big event. I don't think it is so much now, but there you go. Yeah, and then of course we had the Curse of Paladin, which has just come out on DVD. I do like the Paladin story, it's very different, very refreshingly different. As the Sea Devils was, because we had all these unit stories with what was effectively the army, not the regular army, but a kind of army, and we had the Navy, so that was a nice change. And I think the Sea Devils were, well, who can forget the Sea Devils rising from the sea? What a great story that was. And then the Mutants, which wasn't the best Jon Pertwee story. With the Mutts, not very memorable really, but nevertheless. And then of course the season closed with the Time Monster, which I've just recently enjoyed on DVD, and it's a great story. In fact it's the last story to feature all of the unit family, which is a shame, but it's a lovely story and I enjoyed it very much. Of course in this season we see less appearances from Unit and the Master. They weren't in every single story, so I think the production team has learnt from that really. So that's all I've really got to say about Season 9. I can't think of much more to say, but doesn't matter, I've said something. Right, I'll press stop. Oh, I'll have to change my costume for Season 10.